Welcome once again to our Lessons in Living Character seminar. This is our lesson number 15. And we will continue to talk about the 6 methods of learning. Let's turn to page 32. We see there in the top slide that Jesus Christ, he said, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Now, once again, Jesus was talking about the application of truth. He wasn't saying that just if you know something, it will set you free. But he was saying if you apply it to your life, it will set you free. And that's true for any of God's truth. Knowing something in our head is not enough. But applying it to our life, to walk in the truth, that truth will change our life. Jesus said that by your fruit you will know if there's changes. Okay, page 32 in the middle says, even non-readers can benefit from this method of learning. Even in situations where neither adults nor children can read or write, the use of these 6 retention, teaching, and learning methods allow people to benefit from all 6 retention, teaching, and learning methods, except one, the writing of the lesson truths. People can learn by seeing a visual, even if they can't write. They can learn by hearing. They can learn by repeating things they hear to make it more concrete in their mind. And then they can do it. And then they can also share or teach others what they have learned. So don't be discouraged if there are adults in your program. Or maybe there's children also that don't yet write. You can still teach them, and they will learn. The next slide on the bottom of 32 says, remember before the printed page, many people learned and recalled from their memory cultural and religious stories and legends. Most stories were transmitted by word of mouth from one generation to the next. So if you're working in a predominantly oral culture, or working with adults who do not read and write, I want to encourage you to teach them according to 5 different methods. Remember, they can see, they can hear, they can say, They maybe can't write, but they can practice or do, and they can tell others what they're experiencing in their life. And they will be blessed, even those who are not so educated. Whether they are children or they are adults. So I hope you're encouraged by that. Don't be disappointed if you have people in your classes that don't read and write. Page 33 says, experience the truth by doing the truth. Experience the truth by doing the truth. Until one knows the truth from personally walking in the truth, we will not really know the truth. That is a very key concept. When we experience the truth, we will experience His life in and through us. You see, it's like this. If I know the concept of forgiveness, I will not know it is true until I practice it. And I feel the result of forgiveness. I can know it here, the principle, but until I choose to forgive someone, I really don't know what forgiveness is. And that's the same concept you have to teach to children. Sadly, sometimes in the Christian church, we have been taught according to the Greek method of learning. But God's method is the Hebrew method. And when people begin to learn according to the Hebrew method, then their life will begin to change. And we say that they will experience Jesus' life in them because they're walking in His principles. They're walking in the same way that He walked. Isn't that the way that we as Christ followers are to walk? We are to walk in the steps of Jesus. We are to be like Him. That's what it means to be a disciple. It means to be a learner, one who is a follower of Christ. Not just learning about Him, but learning and then following. By practicing His lifestyle, His teachings, in relationships with others, and with our Father in heaven. Let me read in closing this slide there on 33. Watch your thoughts, keep them strong. High resolve thinks no wrong. Watch your thoughts, keep them clear. Perfect love casts out fear. Watch your thoughts, keep them right. Faith and wisdom give them light. Watch your thoughts. Keep them true. Look to God. He'll govern you. This little poem talks about the importance of our thoughts, doesn't it? Remember, we learned in many sessions ago that our lives are like a tree. Remember, we said our thoughts and the attitudes of our heart are like the roots of the tree. They're the part that nobody sees. But the fruit are the words and the attitudes, our expressions that come from the roots, from the thoughts and the attitudes. So remember, as you train children with godly character principles, it is so important that you teach them according to their mind. Not just to try to get them to correct outside behaviors, but develop with teaching godly principles a heart of love inside of them. Love for God and love for others. That last slide, instruction of the idea that after this session you can return to the beginning of this teaching session. And something that would help you is to say the lesson out loud. And then to write in the assigned space, in your own words, how this lesson material can be applied to a new way of teaching and learning in your life. I trust this sessions on these 6 different retention methods of teaching and learning has been helpful for you. And I hope that this will change perhaps your method of teaching. Perhaps you have been more of a Greek teacher. And now you can see from these sessions that you want to become a Hebrew teacher. One that leads children to practice character qualities. And I believe with the help of these 6 different methods we have been speaking about in these last few sessions, you can become a very effective teacher. And you also will become a very blessed learner. And I believe you will see visible changes in your life as you apply these principles to your life. And then as you see these principles begin to change your life, you can talk with joy and enthusiasm to your students. And you can motivate them. And they will listen to you because you are the parent or you are the teacher, and they see it lived in your life. Your example is key. And then with the help of the lesson plans that we are giving to you, I believe we are equipping you to be an effective parent in the training of your son or daughter. May God bless you until our next session.